So very good morning to all of you, dear friends. Myself Milind Suresh Pawar. I am working as an assistant professor of geography in Kekewag Education Societies, Kekewag Arts, Commerce Science and Computer Science College, Kaka Saheb Nagar, Taluka Nifad, District Nashik. So I have qualified net set examinations, and today we are going to discuss in paper second of FY BSc, which syllabus is designed by Pune University for first year BSc. Introduction of atmosphere and hydrosphere is there. So today we are to see about the definition of atmospheric pressure. We are going to discuss about the pressure patterns which are used to see on the earth's surface. So what is meant by atmospheric pressure? Okay, on the earth's surface there are several things, and over which there is a pressure, but with the help of naked eyes we cannot able to see that pressure, but the pressure is there, and which is atmospheric pressure. So the atmospheric pressure is the force exerted by the weight of the earth's atmosphere, expressed per unit area in a given horizontal cross section. Thus, the atmospheric pressure is equal to the weight of a vertical column of air above the earth's surface, extending to the outer limits of the atmosphere. Okay, so the pressure is due to the piles of atmospheric layers, and hence it is known as atmospheric pressure. So next to this is world pressure belts and its types. There are generally one can see the four type of pressure areas or pressure belts are there. One is equatorial low pressure belts, second one subtropical high pressure belts. These are located into each hemisphere, it means there are two. So first one 1, second one 2 plus 1 plus 2 3. So third is circumpolar low pressure belts. These are also again two in number. Fourth one polar high pressure areas, they are again 2 in number, and hence 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, and 7 pressure belts are one can observe on the over the globe. So the distribution of atmospheric pressure across the latitudes is termed global horizontal distribution of pressure. There is a pattern of alternate high and low pressure belts. High and low pressure belts over the earth. Sorry. These belts are as under, as we discussed: equatorial low pressure belts, subtropical high pressure belts, circumpolar low pressure belts, and polar high pressure areas are the belts. This is equatorial. So let's look one by one that how they are formed, what is their extent, what is the reason behind them or the formation of them. So equatorial low pressure belt, whose definition is, it exists between 5 degree north. Okay, I have forget to write degree, or I am not able to write down on its head 5. Okay, 5's head. So 5 degree north to 5 degree south of the equator. Okay, its extent is from equator, which is 0 degree, 5 degree north in north hemisphere north and south hemisphere south. So this is also called the belt of calm, as there is hardly any surface wind. This region gets the vertical rays of the sun all through the year, which leads to the expansion of air. Lighter air ascends and it creates convection currents in the atmosphere. The low pressure belt is the result of these ascending currents. These currents carry moisture along with them, which causes rainfall almost every day in the equatorial region. This low pressure belt is also called as doldrums because it is a zone of total calm, that is without any breeze. So because of intensive heating, perpendicular rays received by this area means 0 degree to 5 degree north and 5 degrees south in both the hemisphere. Because of intensive heating, there is expansion of air and which get lighted in nature, and it moves upward towards the sky, and hence there is a low pressure formation here, and so there is no movement of breeze. Okay, so it is also called as doldrums. It is also called as doldrums. Then the next one is subtropical high pressure belt. It exists closer to the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn between 30 degree to 35 degree north and south hemispheres of the equator. Okay. So in India there is a Tropic of Cancer where in between 30 degree to 35 degree north there is a subtropical high pressure belt. At about 30 degree north and south of equator lies the area where the ascending equatorial air currents descend. Okay, here is the interesting fact that the air which rises in equatorial area which gets piled up or settled down in these 30 degree to 35 degree north or south part. Okay, so there is piling of air, and so there is a high pressure belt is formed. So this area is thus an area of high pressure. It is also called the horse latitude. Okay, it is called as horse latitude because in the ancient period the voyagers used to carry horses, or they do trade of horses, but when they get trapped in these areas, their vessels, okay, in the oceans, they are not able to move from this area as early as possible, and hence the food, due to the scarcity of food, the traders used to drone the horses to less the weight of the vessels, and they used to move away from this area. So it is called as horse latitude. So I feel very pity for those horses, but anyway, winds always blow from high pressure to low pressure. So the winds from subtropical region blow towards equator as trade winds, and another wind blows towards the subpolar low pressure as westerlies. Okay, from this area, because of high pressure and low pressure formation at the equator, the wind used to blow from the subtropical high pressure area towards the equator, and from the subtropical high pressure area towards the low subpolar pressure areas as a westerlies. So that is subpolar low pressure belt or circumpolar low pressure belt. These belts located between 60 degree and 70 degree north and south in each hemisphere are known as circumpolar low pressure belts. In the subtropical region, the descending air gets divided into two parts. One part blows towards the equatorial low pressure belt, the other part blows towards the circumpolar low pressure belt. This zone is marked by ascent of warm subtropical air over cold polar air blowing from poles. Due to Earth's rotation, the winds surrounding the polar region blow towards the equator. Centrifugal forces operating in this region create the low pressure belt, appropriately called circumpolar low pressure belt. This region is marked by violent storms in winter season. So next, polar high pressure areas. What is meant by polar high pressure areas? At the north and south poles, okay, at 90 degree, okay, 90 degree. Between 70 degree to 90 degree north and south, the temperatures are always extremely low. Why these temperatures are extremely low? Keep it in mind that these pressure belts are thermally induced. It means because of the movement of apparent movement of sun from equator towards the Tropic of Cancer and from equator towards the Tropic of Capricorn. The portion of the earth receives variety of or imbalanced amount of solar radiation, and hence these pressure belts are generated. So, the cold descending air gives rise to high pressures over the poles. These areas of high pressure are known as the polar highs. On the basis of polar area, they are known as polar highs. These regions are characterized by permanent ice caps, okay, because in a year there is no reach or there is no much longer span of solar radiation, and hence the temperature of these areas is very much low, and so they are totally ice capped, and low pressure high pressure areas also prevail there due to this region. So, shifting of pressure belts. Okay, why these belts shifted? So, the reason is, if the earth had not been inclined towards the sun, the pressure belts as described above would have been as they are. Okay, they would have been as they are. So, but it is not so, because the earth is inclined 23.5 degree towards the sun. On account of this inclination, differences in heating of the continents, oceans and pressure conditions in January and July vary greatly. When the sun is overhead on the Tropic of Cancer, okay, June 21, it is exactly on the Tropic of Cancer. So, the pressure belts shift 5 degree northward, okay, what we have discussed, because of the apparent movement of sun in both the hemisphere. As the sun used to move towards Tropic of Cancer, then the pressure belts are also shifted 5 degree north, and as the sun used to move towards the southern hemisphere in Tropic of Capricorn, towards the Tropic of Capricorn, they also used to shift 5 degree to southwards. Okay. So, the pressure belts shift 5 degree northward, and when it shines vertically overhead on Tropic of Capricorn on the date of 22 December, they shift 5 degrees southward from their original position. This shifting of pressure belts is occur in each year. Okay. So, in India we can able to feel various seasons because of this apparent shifting of pressure belts. So, this is the figure, this is the image which depicts or which shows us that how these major pressure belts and wind systems are located on the globe of the earth. You can easily see that in the center, which is shown by the blue color, 0 degree, which is equator, where there is a equatorial low pressure belt, which is also called as doldrums because of there is a perpendicular solar rays are there, and hence because of heating air gets warm and it expands and it moves towards the sky, and hence there is low pressure occurs. Okay. So, there are trade winds which are moving from the subtropical high pressure from both the hemispheres towards the equatorial low pressure belt. This is why, because it is a rule that, or it is a nature of air or wind, when if there is a difference in pressure, it means area with high pressure and area of low pressure, then the air used to move from the high pressure area towards the low pressure area, and exactly this mechanism is taken place in this equatorial low pressure area. So, subtropical high pressure, which is pressure belts, which are also called as Hauss latitude, which are located into in between 30 degree north to 35 degree north in northern hemisphere, and 30 degrees south and 35 degrees south in southern hemisphere. And from where, because as the air descend as air descends here from the equatorial low pressure areas. Here is formation of high pressure areas, and from this high pressure areas air again used to move towards the equatorial low and subpolar low pressure area, which is located at 60° north and 60° south. And again there is on 90° north and 90° south there is north pole and south pole, and this area extends from 70° north to 90° north and 70° south to 90° south, where there is high pressure observed because of there is very less temperature, okay, because of there is a high pressure areas are observed there. And hence by this way we have finished how the pressure belts are distributed all over the globe. I hope you have get help from my this video, and try to like and subscribe my channel. Till then, thank you.